Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Phenomenal People. I'm your host, Bibi Aisha Lehe. Our topic for today, empowered people, empowered others. Or do they? Today, it's such a pleasure to be in conversation with this trailblazer. She calls many other people women of wonder or men of valor. But this trailblazer forgets that to many people, she is the ultimate woman of wonder. She is from Lenasia, south of Johannesburg. She's a mother of two. She is an entrepreneur, the CEO and founder of Panache International. She's also the CEO and founder of the Women of Wonder and Men of Valor Awards, a recipient of many, many awards locally and abroad. This woman is a fierce supporter of everybody. It's an absolute pleasure to be in conversation with Farzana Mayet. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.
How are you doing today, ultimate woman of wonder?
Alhamdulillah, by the grace of the Almighty, I'm on top of the world.
Alhamdulillah. Farzana, when we often hear the term empowered people empower other people, or I am a fierce supporter of other people, what goes through your mind specifically?
You know, I think let's backtrack a bit. I used to get invited to so many functions, Aisha, and I found that, ordinary, extraordinary people, yes, MDs and CEOs were being recognized, but it's all about, to answer your question, walking the talk. Anybody can say, we inculcate and we preach women empowerment, and we're all there to empower others. But is it in your daily living? Are you doing it consciously every single day? And I think that term is used so loosely. The essence of it is forgotten. And with the Women of Wonder brand, you have been a past recipient yourself. You will know, and you will be able to, really, really propagate for this what I'm about to say, that we always, and we make it our premise and of paradigm importance to state, competition is dead, collaboration is key.
That is 100%. Now, speaking about that part, we want to discuss your journey, but I have to bring this forward. When I was contacted by you several years ago, and I received an email saying that I was going to be honored as a woman of wonder, I promise you, the first thing that went through my mind was, is this a joke? Is this a hoax? And I looked at the contact details on that email, and I called you and I asked you, excuse me, but what is this about? And that made me realize that many of us don't accept compliments easily. Yes. If somebody sees something amazing in us, we sometimes fail to understand why. Why do you think, Farzana, people struggle with compliments? People struggle when they get acknowledged. People find compliments uncomfortable.
I think it stems from a case that people, and phenomenal women such as yourself, phenomenal men that we have awarded, they do things every day for a cause, and they don't do it for applause. Like yourself, you were going on about your journey, doing whatever you do best. You were not expecting to be awarded or given the platform to grow your brand as such. And I think a lot of people out there go on about their daily lives thinking that, I'm doing this for the pleasure of the Almighty. I love what I'm doing, so I don't feel like I'm working. That's that famous saying, if you love what you do, you're never going to work a day in your life. So people go on about doing what they're doing, going about their journey, and when they get, an email from our company saying that you're going to be awarded, often, like you mentioned, and that is why I laughed, because many a times, Bibi Aisha, we get people saying, is this really a hoax? Am I really getting recognized on this international platform? Like you've said, the Woman of Wonder, by the grace of the Almighty, and the way that we've done things has grown astronomically. And I can't tell you how fast it's grown, and it's even sometimes beyond my imagination. But I think it's grown to this stature whereby we have awarded women not only in South Africa, but Mauritius, Qatar, Dubai, and the UK, and very soon head to India, is because we're doing things from the heart. If an email does come back from you stating, why am I being, given the platform, why am I being awarded? We can then say, look, you've done X, Y, and Z. We've got everything there to show to you and put the mirror in front of you that this is what you've done. That is what Woman of Wonder is, to show you the mirror that, wow, you have really, literally, wow, you have done incredible work. And we are here to say, thank you for making a difference every day.
That is so beautiful. It's actually even so profound. But Farzana, I have to ask you regarding your life. When you were growing up, was there somebody instrumental in your life who came up to you and said, Farzana, I see this magic in you. I see this potential in you. And you were sitting there with your mouth open saying, really? Is that me? Was it somebody specific that did that for you?
Well, you know, growing up, it was obviously you in school a lot. My teachers, your parents, my mom was instrumental. She always said that you are destined for greatness. You know, even though I used to sit in my room, I was quite the introvert. And up until today, the people and the friends that I went to school with, we can't believe this is you. Yeah. Because I was that bookworm that would sit in the back of the class. When there's a free period, everyone wants to go out, right? Everyone wants to have fun. But Farzana is completing her homework. She's completing her task for the next day. And, you know, I don't know. It was just... My teacher, especially Madam Munshi, I'd like to mention her. Yes. She's currently the principal of Lenasia Secondary. She was really instrumental as well to guide me, you know, saying that, you know, there's potential that I see in you. Let's know how to harness this. Let's make a difference here. And my mom always growing up said to me that I know you are destined for greatness. I can see the spark in your eye. And then I got married. Yes. And my whole life was devoted into then my son, because he was then born. My daughter was born 7 years later, but all my attention and energy went into my son. And my husband would ask me every single day, what is it that you're doing for yourself? And I said, I don't need to do anything right now. I'm doing it for my son. He says, no, you have to do something for yourself. So I think, Aisha, to bring back to the context of your question, it's so important to be surrounded by amazing people who know your worth before you do. You know?
That is true.
My parents were there. Yes, my father was always the protective person, not wanting his daughter to go anywhere or do anything.
Typical
you know how dads are.
Typical dads, yes.
But my mom said, no, you can do this. My father was always protective, and he still is,
yes.
Mind you.
Yes.
He's at every function before everyone else, making sure that, you know what, everything runs smoothly with my husband and my children. But I think the most important thing is, for anyone out there that's dreaming, the dream starts with yourself. Yes, people can tell you. People are going to tell you, yes, you can do this, you can achieve greatness. But if it's not going to come from within,
it's not going to make a difference.
It's not going to make any difference.
But Farzana, with your personality, and this obviously started from a young age, like you said, the influence of your mom, the influence of your teacher, you have always been a person that saw remarkable qualities in other people. You've seen potential in people who haven't yet even realized that they have this within them. And that's what makes you stand out, because you see the magic. And sometimes people forget this. They need to be associated with others who remind them of that. But you're this type of person who sees the magic in everybody. How does that make you feel when somebody else is celebrating their success? What does that do for you inside?
I can't tell you, I can't explain the feeling, because after every awards function, the amount of emails and phone calls we get, one thing that really stands out for me is a couple of years ago, just post-COVID, we decided to have a Woman of Wonder Awards. I'm not going to say which region.
Yes.
But when the email was sent out, we got a return email to say, I was about to commit suicide. I didn't feel my worth. I was about to end my life, and you showed me my worth. And today that woman has gone on to achieve great things. But that's the difference that I think this award platform has done to people. Yes, it's about, again, it's not about competing with the next woman. Be comfortable in your own skin. Love yourself enough. And if you love yourself enough, you're going to be in competition with nothing and no one. You're going to be in your own lane.
Most definitely.
There is numerous awards functions. like I've said, but with the grace of the Almighty. And I'd like to say this, that we are the only awards function in South Africa that has gone international to so many countries, and that is by invitation as well.
That is absolutely amazing. I want to hear about your journey of you as a person. I want to know the impact that you are creating in the life of your daughter, because it's, it's about empowering the woman. It's about leaving a legacy. And like you say, it's collaboration, not competition. That's
Absolutely.
the new buzzword. But the thing that fascinates me so much about you and inspires me about you, that for you, it's not all talk, it's I walk my talk. So we will be discussing more about your journey. After the ad break, we have so much more to discuss with this trailblazer. She's going to be talking about her accolades, which she doesn't like talking about. But this is somebody who empowers men, women, and children wherever she goes. After the ad break, all of this and more. Please don't go away. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to Phenomenal People. I'm your host, Bibi Aisha Lehe. It is such a pleasure to be in conversation with this dynamic trailblazer, Farzana Mayet. And today our topic is Empowered People, Empower Other People. Farzana, when I think of your journey and how many people you have inspired and motivated, and you actually keep track on the people that you have given awards to, there are three special people in your life who are continuously inspired by your journey. It's your husband Riaz, your daughter Maliha, your son Muhammad. What are the lessons that you are leaving behind for them to learn from and take this forward in their own lives?
Okay, let's start off with Maliha. I want Maliha to be the staunch supporter of other women, to know that, picking up another woman is not going to make you less. It's not going to make your journey or your success. It's not going to dampen your success or you dampen your journey. You're going to shine. I want to teach her strength. I want to teach her resilience. And in every day, inculcate the behavior that be another woman's fierce supporter.
I love that. I love that, because especially when it comes to women, I'm stereotyping or generalizing, but sometimes we could say women support other women, but do we really?
In my personal experience, and I'd like to say this on air, no. With my personal experience, a woman has always been scared of competition or scared of the ambitious person that I was. That is why I felt that I need to be that woman that's going to uplift the next, because not all women are there to support you.
Which brings me to the next part. Before we go on to speaking about your son and your husband, for you it's always about collaboration, not competition. And that's an excellent lesson to teach Maliha as she grows older. Can you please tell us more about that?
In her everyday life, be it school, be it at home, I always tell her, try and help somebody. She's been doing exceptionally well with the Rubik's Cubes as well. She's won a couple of competitions as well in her own right. And I always tell her, if somebody's asking your help, it's not going to make you less of a person to assist that person. Be happy for the next person, because you must know, in your skin, you love yourself, you are proud of what you're doing.
Yes.
And that's something I always tell both my kids. Be proud of your journey, because there's not another Maliha or there's not another Muhammad.
Yeah.
There's not going to be another one of you. You both are unique in your own sense. You've got your own strengths, you've got your own weaknesses, and that's what makes you perfect.
It makes you uniquely you. That is amazing. The lessons for your son Mohammed and your husband Riaz, because they, I know, are fierce supporters of you. What are you trying to teach them regarding being proud of the woman in their life, and also celebrating the wins of other men, which is also extremely important?
Absolutely. And let's start with Riaz. He's always been a husband that has been having my back and front for as long as we've been married, 26 years, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
And he's always been my number one supporter. Anything that I do, no matter how crazy it may sound to the rest of the world, and I promise you, some people look at me and they say, okay, wait, but he'll say, okay, go and do it. I'm here to support you. And that's what makes it so different. And by doing that, Aisha, Muhammad has now grown up to see what it's like for a man to take a step back and put his woman forward. So what Muhammad is now learning is that my father was my mother's #1 fan and supporter.
Yes.
I promise you, an inside joke, wherever we go to family functions, I have to tell my husband, please stop praising me. It's quite embarrassing. I don't know where to go because he doesn't stop talking of my achievements as to how I started Panache and the Woman of Wonder and Men of Valor brand. So in doing what he has done in his daily life for me, it's taught Muhammad that, look, this is how a woman needs to be treated.
Yes.
This is how I need to now celebrate my future wife's wins. This is how I need to put my wife first.
I love how you say this because often there are men who would say that they are intimidated by strong women. My response sometimes would be, so you are impressed by weak women. Farzana, I have to ask you, when it comes to a woman being strong, why do some women even feel intimidated by other strong women? And for men as well, why would they be intimidated by somebody who has the courage to want to do more, who believes in her ability and wants to fulfill her potential? Why would it be a threat?
I think it stems from insecurity. There is no other better word to describe it. You feel that that person is going to outshine you, outsmart you, and you feel that, you know, that is why I can't be helping you, I can't assist you, I can't be there for you, or I can't support you, because by supporting you, what if you go out there and achieve better than what I've done? And that has never been in my dictionary. There has been so many vastly qualified women that we have awarded. But it's never come across to me that, oh my word, we are awarding this woman, she's achieved so much. But the back end of the story, Bibi Aisha, nobody knows. Nobody knows their journey to get where they are. Everybody
Yes.
thinks as well with me, I've got it very easy. You know, the success came extremely easy, but that is not so.
Nobody knows the struggles.
It came through the support, and again I'm going to say this, it came through the support of not females. It came through the support of males.
And this has motivated you to change that narrative, right? To say that as women, we are going to be embracing the successes of other women.
Yes.
Farzana, what are the future plans? Because you have been awarded many times as well, just as you award so many other people for the magic that you see in them. You have gained accolades locally and abroad. What is Farzana Mayet's plans for the future?
Well, we've just launched our top 30. You were featured in the Volume 2 edition, Alhamdulillah. We've just launched our third edition, Volume 3 of our top Globally Inspiring Icons publication. And my dream is to get that publication global. In terms of being accessed everywhere. All 3 publications must be accessed everywhere. It must be in everybody's homes. It must be on every coffee table, in every business lobby, in every hotel. That is my one dream. And then the brand of the Woman of Wonder and Man of Valor Awards, I wish it to go global.
Inshallah.
In the past 11 years, Alhamdulillah, I can really be extremely proud that together with the chairman Yasin Valley, we've managed to take this international.
That is so phenomenal.
So we want to go global. Like I've mentioned, we're busy trying to do India right now. And post India, we're going to then try and go to other countries as well, where we are busy getting, you know, so many people have invited the brand to come and host award. It's just, you know, a time constraints. And I see you have something for me there.
So Farzana is very, very sharp. Nothing passes by this woman. She notices everything. So Farzana is known for awarding men and women who are making a phenomenal impact in their careers, in their life, making headways wherever they go. That's what I can say. And for me right now, to hand over Bibi Aisha Leher's bag of love is so special, because I want to award this woman who is a fierce supporter of other women, this woman who sees the magic in everybody, this woman who says to people, get up, step up, show up. never give up, because I support you. This bag of love is very, very, very special to me. It's my way of showing appreciation to people whom I admire, to people whom I respect, to people who I look at and I say, keep going, I value and appreciate you. And I would like to hand it over to you today, Farzana, saying to you that you are a phenomenal human being, and you are a person who has found her place in people's hearts and in people's prayers. And a reminder to you that just as you look at men and you say you are a man of valor, and you look at women and you say you are a woman of wonder, I would like to remind you that you are a woman of wonder, because you see greatness in other people. And when you support other people, we know from our Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one who gives to others, Allah gives that person more. May Allah bless you with even more and better than what you pray for. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you with even more and better than you give to others. I would like for you to please share with us your closing message for all our viewers.
So, Ameen, to all your du'as, first of all. A closing message to all the viewers, men and women, is that a dream starts first as a thought. If Allah has put that in your mind, that thought, if He's put it in your mind, He's going to make it happen.
Definitely.
You have got to just go out there and achieve. Try your best. Try your best. Failure is only but another stepping stone to success. Do not be afraid of failure.
Farzana, for those of our viewers that are watching right now and who are so inspired by you, how can they be in touch with you? What are your social media handles?
Okay, so on Facebook, I'm known as Panache Farzana. On Instagram, Farzana_01 Mayet. And on LinkedIn as Farzana Mayet. So you can get us on any of those handles. On Instagram, if you want to be inspired by the amazing woman that we've awarded as well, Woman of Wonder, and Panache Woman of Wonder on Instagram and on Facebook as well.
That has been such an amazing journey of yours. It's always such a pleasure to be in conversation with you. I get so inspired listening to you, but I have to ask you one last question. From all the people that you have met around the world, from all the different people that you have honored in your various projects, which one's reaction would stand out the most for you? Which one? I remember the one day you mentioned that you had this one awardee who said that I was on the brink of suicide and this award just gave me hope. Is there another one that stands out for you?
You know, to date, that is the one that really, really stands out. There hasn't been one that topped it, because I really feel Allah used me as the medium to say, please, you know, I need you to catapult this woman to another level, because she's now really giving up. And I really felt that I was that medium that Allah put in the way to say, look, please make a difference in this woman's life.
That is amazing.
And
that is
nothing
amazing.
has stopped that. I tell you, how I cried when I received the email back from this woman to say, Ya Allah, you know, I always get told, and you, someone that always tells me this, alongside the 1,200 women and the 900 men we've awarded, that you've made a difference in our lives. Yes, you say it, but I do believe it, but not to the extent of that day.
Well, now you do. Now you do. It's an absolute pleasure being in conversation with you, and a reminder to all our viewers, be your own kind of beautiful, because you are. Be your own kind of handsome, because you are. And continue leaving a heartprint wherever you go. Remember to catch us next week. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.